You know, I don't know where Greg just went 2 seconds ago. You still there, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I don't know why I can barely hear you.
What about now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good job. What's up, guys? Welcome.
To the podcast ever.
I don't know why my brand. Oh, there we go. Just had to switch over to it. Oh, I don't know why it's not going. See our names down here? They don't even look the same as normal.
They don't.
It's not working. I'm trying to switch the brand on here back to our brand.
Is there like a dark mode on this or something?
No, it's not that. I'm trying to switch.
No, I mean, like, is there?
I don't know why I can't, dude. Like, what happened to your audio?
What are you talking about?
It's like I can't hear you again. Wait, is it me? Is it me this time?
It's you.
I think that was me that time. Dude, my audio was like way down for some reason. See, everything's off today, guys. It's 7:00 already. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Yeah. What's up with me? I'll tell you what's up with me. I'm meting it. I'm meting it. What's up? Okay, we're back. This is the podcast ever. Okay, today we have Greg here who told me at about, what time was it? Like 6:15 or like 6:20, something like that. I'm trying to see here. 6:15, 6:16. He was at the drive-through. Now, Mr. Greg, tell the audience about your experience here. McDonald's, yeah, I caught that, but you know, what were you doing there?
So I was told that you were doing shit for the show, and I, as always, completely forgot that was a thing. So me, typically doing me, dragging my feet making food, realized I had a very small window of time to make and or grab food. So in that time, by the way, we're late because of him, not me. Anyway,
okay.
I went to.
It would have been 6:45 regardless. Okay. I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, man, I was ready by 6:45, and you're telling I'm still having the trouble, bro.
Hey, but we normally start at 6:30, and that's when you were ready. Okay. So let's not go there.
I don't know if that counts, but either way, I got to the drive-thru, and usually it's like a 15-minute thing, even though I live pretty close to the McDonald's I get my food at. And I get into the thing where what do you call that? The speaker box or whatever? I don't even know what you call that. I'm going to call it that thing. I do the thing, and I get in the line, and I'm like, oh, shit. I text my buddy here, and he's like, and I'm like, dude, it's going to be a while. There's like a bunch of people in the line. And also, when I was sitting in the line, I saw some guy that was at the speaker box. He fucking zoomed past. You know that like lane outside of the, like, next to the actual drive-thru? He was going like 50 or something like that out of there. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Was he in a black Dodge Charger?
No. It'd be real funny if he was, though.
What are those? What are pants?
But yeah, so then I pull up to the window, and the first window is always a good one because I buy my shit on the app where you can get discounts. And then usually when I pull up to the second window, they're like, all right, pull up to the third window, and it's like another 10, 15, 20 minutes that I gotta wait. He didn't tell me to go to the third window. He's like, you got this? I'm like, yeah. And he gave me that shit. And I'm like, oh shit, it's like 5 minutes tops. And I zoom back home. And by the time I get back home, I'm asking Mr. Ahmed, like, hey, why didn't I get the link, nigga?
Look, I was having a hard time finding the women for this thumbnail. That actually stalled me a lot because I was trying to find, like, I was looking up like hot, young, attractive woman minus AI minus tensor to like get rid of that on Google because we don't do AI. I mean, like, we do AI, but like we don't do it for like the women in the thumbnails because you end up having these, like, first of all, it's fake. I mean, so like people aren't as enticed by it automatically because you can tell the difference. But also just the fact that like sometimes it fucks up. Like I saw some chick with 3 legs. I mean, I know that's an older thing. It's not happening as much, but you can still tell. You can still tell that a woman's AI or not. We're still at that point. Okay. So I'm not just gonna put some of that in the thumbnail to be cheap because I want you guys to be locked in when you see this. Okay. And me personally, I was looking up some of these prompts and I ran into this one post on there, or like Google photo, like one had like huge jugs, and I just started going down this rabbit hole of like chicks with ridiculously large jugs. I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude, it was seriously like this. Like, I'm telling you, but those were real. Those were real. Well, I don't know if they were like surgically implanted or anything, but they looked real. So I was like, yo, I need to see more of this.
I need to see more.
Yeah, exactly. I just blew the pussy up with some C4. Okay.
For legal reasons, please refrain from doing that.
But Mr. Greg, what did you get from McDonald's?
It is Shamrock season, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so you got a Shamrock shake and a quarter pounder?
No, they were out of shakes.
Oh. Well, the ice cream machine is broken is what you mean. Broken.
No. Because I got a McFlurry.
Oh. Can you get that Shamrocked?
I got that Shamrock. They rocked the fuck out of my Sham,
Wait,
bro.
You actually can Shamrock the McFlurry?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't even know about this. I was just saying that as like something that sounded like a ridiculous request.
No, that's like been a thing for a while. They did it last year.
I don't know, man. I don't get the Shamrock shake. I haven't gotten it in years. It started tasting different at some point. Am I wrong?
Not that I noticed, no.
I don't know. There was like a different flavor, and then one year I tried it. I'm like, this just doesn't hit the same. And then I stopped getting it.
It's good. It's really good.
Well, okay. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I don't know if I'll indulge in one this year.
I got a Shamrock McFlurry and a double quarter pounder.
Okay, that's good. Based. I always go for the double these days. Like
there's like
the single like once. I've gone for the single maybe like once. I'm like, oh, maybe I just need the single but no. Yeah, double needs to be a double. Maybe one day a
double
triple
or nothing.
Maybe one day a triple. I don't know.
The only time I get a single is when I redeemed enough points on my app, and you can only get the single. They don't let you get the double.
Do not redeem. Dude, honestly, I think I would get a separate patty, pay for it after I redeem the quarter pounder and add it in. Actually, once you order it at the McDonald's, you can actually do it to where you add it to your favorites in the McDonald's app, and you can keep ordering the quarter pound patties like a la carte.
Yeah, I've never. I need the cheese, bro. Without the cheese, it's just not.
Bro,
it's not
like,
that great.
Okay, well, that one time that I had them on stream, like I had like 6 of them that I bought. Dude, those were so good. Those were so good.
I mean, I can't really. I don't know, bro. I need cheese. I can't be having a dry patty.
How about like ground beef in general? Like, what if you eat like crumbles? Like, do you need cheese for that?
Like if I'm like breaking it up, like not as a patty. Usually, when I'm doing that, I'm making some kind of I don't even know what you would call that, but it's like almost like ground beef you'd put on like nachos, I guess. But I usually put cheese on it.
Like you put some sort of other elements that would make it almost like a sauce, or what?
Not even like a sauce. I turn it into like a chili kind of, but without the sauce. So I like add like onions and garlic and shit, and like honey, because that gives. Bro, pro tip, by the way: beef, butter, salt, and honey. You get a soy sauce flavor if you cook it in the pan long enough. But anyway,
I do it with coconut oil, but I do basically the same thing. Yeah,
it works. So I do that, and then what I'll do is if I'm putting it on fries or rice or whatever, I'll put it in the bowl and I'll throw some cheese on it, microwave it real quick, or I'll just throw it in the pan and
microwave. Dog, beef in the microwave? I cannot.
Listen, bro, it's in there for 30 seconds. You put it in the middle so it's not getting all the heat. You're good.
Okay. Dude, like every time I put beef in the microwave, I've been disappointed, honestly.
How strong is your microwave?
I probably need to turn the power down. I just don't like nothing in the microwave is better than outside of the microwave.
I mean, you're right, but if I want it quick, which I do, because I just spent 30 minutes making it, I'm not gonna, come on.
You could just put the cheese in the pan and like stir it around a little bit before it burns.
No, because then the cheese starts sticking everywhere. That shit's a mess.
Who made this mess? You, King? I made that mess.
You still have issues with that, by the way?
What?
You told us one time you were
Oh,
cooking.
yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. It's like it's not even the fact necessarily that like the mess is coming from and for context, look, I make like a lot of food, let's say, or like I make a good food that has a lot of ingredients. Not like a crazy amount, but let's say it's like mahi mahi that's butter seared or butter basted, like it's seared in coconut oil, butter basted, lemon on top. You got some seasons that go on there, like just like maybe salt or white pepper, maybe a little garlic. You do like, or I do like rice with coconut oil where it's like cooked in that. And then maybe I'll do like a cucumber salad or like a carrot salad, and then the cucumber salad might have like a yogurt lime sauce on it, and then like the carrots will have like the coconut oil and the vinegar. Like if I make like a plate like that, or if I make like my the one that I did last time, I don't know if I mentioned it, it's like these, I think I did, it's like garlic mushrooms, like garlic parmesan. Put a little garlic in with the mushrooms as you like caramelize it. Point being, it's like kind of like intricate, a little bit, just wanting something that tastes really good, like, that pairs well. So here I am, using all these pots, these plates and stuff for this, and it does make a mess. And so, my mom's all like, you made a mess. And so it makes me think of those, Yes King audios, unfortunately. But the point is, it's not about like, whether there's like sauce all over the place or something. Like if you actually get, and that's for them, it is the problem. For me, it's not about whether sauce is all over the place. It's about whether how many like, pots and pans and like, maybe a little bit of like oil, like, coconut oil or whatever will like sprinkle out as you're cooking. But it's stuff like that, it's like just the amount of dishes that I make is like, that is the mess. I'm just saying. But yeah, so what do we have today? Look, fine. I've been suggested enough on Instagram, and so has Mr. Greg. We're going to try duet dating. Okay, all I know about it is that they identify you by getting your like facial recognition, like they get your face in there, and then they like match it with the photo you just put as your profile photo so that they can minimize the amount of scammers on there compared to like Tinder or other apps. But point being is like, I think that's just what makes them stand out. They have a little bit more intricacy when it comes to the questions they're asking. Like, what is this? Humvee saying, what is the bee? What is the bee? I am the bee. What is that bee? Yeah, I'm explaining it, nigga. It's a dating app, right? And like you basically like they have like facial recognition. They make sure you're not a scammer. They ask a bunch of questions. They're like, you can put prompts with your images to get more matches, put some other images doing these things. Like, I didn't really put the lifestyle and all that images in there, but whatever. Then they're like, oh, what type of person you're looking for? And they give you all these like little bubbles where you click like, I want somebody who is has aspirations or something like that, different stuff or like they literally put like over 6 foot as one of them, bro, like as the bubbles. I guess they're giving this to everybody, both men and women. And I guess like, that's the one women are clicking. So that's the one they're recommending. But then they also put like average height as one of them. And for some reason, when you click that one, I just wanted to see, I didn't click either one, but it was showing sports coming out of that. So I'm like, okay, well, these are the more female oriented bubbles here. So I just clicked off that. I clicked, I forgot which ones I clicked, like, like happy or like, romantic or, like, energetic, like stuff like that, like little cute traits that women ideally would have. But I pretty much clicked those. So we're going to do that. But first, we're going to talk about some other stuff here. We have, also a vegan liberal politician. I just, you can tell.
Hold on. Not yet, because I'm still eating.
Okay. Sorry. We're gonna show it later after Greg's done eating. But there's also that. And we'll talk more about her. But she looks like she's dying. I mean, frankly. But no. First, because Mr. Greg's eating, we can do some other stuff first and we can wait on that. We have I put this in the title, RIP Black History Month, because my friends, did you guys even think about it until now? Like I can't be the only one, right? I'm like, I'm not getting any posts on social media about this or anything. I'm not hearing about it,
Sorry, I was eating.
Mr. Greg's chewing over here. I was going to say from a couple people I have, right? Like I know somebody who at work, there's like this event where it's like, like Black History Month, they're doing like a potluck or something and they're bringing food. And then like the main dish is chicken.
Bro.
It's like doing stuff at work. Like a beard guy was telling me this even better story, actually. He was saying at work, like they got everybody together and they were saying like, here's what Black History Month means to us. And then they're like, we're going to let all the white people go first. And he actually told me, because he asked me today, he's like, was it wrong of me to walk out after they said that? He said he was also like the only white person there.
Well, they were just singling him out
I
entirely.
guess, yeah, actually. And so, like, what he told me is that, like, his boss asked him about it, and the boss is also black. And what he told me was like, "Oh yeah, well, I told him I'm not allowed to." What does that mean? Like his parents don't allow it? How am I supposed to know what that means? It's weird. But I remember when he told me, with the whole like the stuff, the juice. You guys remember the juice, like the green juice? The stuff that people were told they had to drink it or they would lose their jobs, their livelihoods. Few years back that I'm sure we can talk about it at this point, but if you even say that word, Mr. Greg over here is going to be like, "Bruh." But this is the thing. So this is the thing. Like, he didn't take it back in the day, and what he said was that if they asked him about it, he was going to use like a religious exemption. He was going to say like, "Oh, I'm a Christian Scientist," and so like I'm not going to confirm or deny whether he is. But all I'm saying is that's the first I heard of it. So I mean, this guy gives some good excuses at work, man. I need to learn that game. You know what I mean? Mr. Greg over here, I don't know what he's doing in the background there. Guys, I have Pellegrino water. That's what I do. It's mineral water. It's like I'm doing an ad for them or something. If they ever want to sponsor me, sure. It has a good amount of calcium, 6% of your daily intake. Apparently, what they say it should be 80 milligrams of calcium per bottle. And that's good because you want your calcium ratio to be above the phosphorus in the diet, or else, you're not going to be doing right by your bones. And also just by your heat production in your body. You want to have a 2-to-1 calcium to phosphorus ratio. And that's really hard to do with the modern diet. It's actually very hard to do that. People end up being maybe somewhere around like 1-to-1 if they're lucky. And it also has a good amount of sodium. Salt is not the enemy, guys. You need to keep your salt up. It's good. It retains the magnesium in your body, keeps it from being excreted. You don't want the magnesium out of your body. You use sodium to keep that in there. The body will get rid of the salt that it doesn't need. I mean, as long as you're eating it to taste and not just like chowing down on it, as if that's something people just necessarily do, unless they're eating like a bunch of ultra processed foods. Maybe that then salt could be something they're not realizing how much they're eating of, but really realistically, salt is not the problem, guys. Humvee's in the comments over there. He's saying, well, I can't really say the rest of it, but he's saying, Greg, don't be a pussy and say the name of the green juice.
Peregrino?
Pellegrino.
Whatever. That. It is green, no?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, it has CO2. It has CO2, sodium, calcium. This is some good water. If you want to ever drink water, drink this. Don't drink your average distilled. I mean, like, distilled is better than like, just the tap water. But, that stuff doesn't have the sodium, the calcium, all that. You're excreting those kinds of things by drinking it. You're not getting much out of it. Hydration wise, things are better. I mean, this is better than any like, water that you can really drink. But even on top of that, drink things like milk. I just had milk earlier, like a couple cups of it with my food.
I'm currently drinking milk.
Huh?
I'm currently drinking milk.
Oh, yeah, it's amateur hour, honestly, as far as my days go, because I at least like to drink a good quart. Yeah, so milk, juice is really good, has those electrolytes, has that additional sodium. Perhaps you guys need to step up your hydration game. Okay, you guys need to be hydrated, but by the food you're eating and by the liquids you're drinking that aren't necessarily water, that give you some nutritional value, give you something. You can't just be chugging down water.
Hit the jug.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, like, do you have any experiences this month with Black History Month?
I watched 2 Quentin Tarantino movies.
Nice.
Which were very liberal with a certain word, as always.
Well, that's a part of Black history right there.
Really is.
Let's see. Humvee asked, does squirt count and is it piss? Well, it is piss. So I know, so I've heard.
Well, hold on. No.
Hydration?
It's not piss. It's not. It's like, so piss is part of it.
Yeah,
but it's not like it is just piss. There's more to it.
If it's part of it, isn't it basically piss?
No, that's like saying milk is part of a fucking milkshake. There's more to it than that. Otherwise, it would just be milk.
Like basically saying like milk is water. You know, that would be a better comparison.
Yeah, that
But
would
it
be a better
has like it's composed of mainly water, but there's other stuff in it that makes it milk. But in that case, I think, but he's asking though for the sake of hydration, right? So my thing here is like, you know, are we really going to make it that much different if you're drinking it? You know, is it really that much different than piss?
I mean, in terms of like hydration, probably not.
Maybe
But
it's
I
better.
believe
Maybe it's better.
I I have no idea. I would not know. I haven't looked
Well,
at
you
that
know,
in a
here's what we'll
while.
do. We'll collect both in a glass, right? And in the morning, two different mornings, we'll each drink a glass of like each one, and we'll see how hydrated we feel during the day.
From the same woman, right?
Yeah.
You want
Well,
to keep it
yeah. I
controlled.
mean, we have to be accurate.
Right.
Yeah, but the problem is she has to self-stimulate because we can't have like a dude doing that, and then we're drinking the residuals. You know,
Yo,
that's like
speak that one post you sent last night.
which one?
The what the Jesus Christ.
Okay, you gotta rate it out, man.
Man, I don't want to say that.
You
But
gotta tell me what it is. I mean, you know, come on now. I don't know which
it's
one you're
the one
talking
where
about.
like when you start
When you
like
start,
you're eating, right?
yeah.
And then the juices have residuals of the substances she consumed. Therefore, as you are consuming, you're consuming remnants of the substances she consumed.
Wasn't that the Turk that sent that?
I don't remember who sent it, bro. You're all
I
the
don't know.
same with me.
One of us sent it. Well, but you were saying that might not be a bad strategy to get the residuals of, you know, the substances she did consume. If
I'm
you were
just
trying to get
saying,
a buzz off of that.
correct. It is not a prescription. It is simply an observation that if you wanted to receive the benefits of a substance, and assuming this reel is true, where this is really crass, bro, where the juices of what you would be eating.
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically like a rave girl has drugs in her system and it's coming out through her cum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, it's saying that you can get high off drinking that.
It would be free, technically. Well, I mean, it would be financial. It
Oh,
would be
okay.
to get to that Your
point. I
time,
mean,
and
unless
there's
she's like that one chick that was, you remember
which chick?
the chick that was like in that like kiddie pool or whatever?
Kiddie pool.
She was like in a kiddie pool or something. She was on the ground. It was outside of John Summit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some chick doing a deed on herself out in the open. I mean, in a crowd, but I'm just saying I can't do
That
that.
was that was an experience.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's crazy too? You couldn't do that, but if she wanted to do that to you, she'd probably get away with it.
Hmm. I see. That's a good strategy. Now you can get away with it in public, but you just need a chick to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
still kind of like the same thing though. It's a proxy. Um, would it be legal to get high off a squirt? Well, I
That's a
don't think it's
great
illegal to get
question.
high, right?
I
It's just
mean,
illegal to possess the drug, right?
yeah, I don't
And
think you get, or it's not illegal to be on, like, even if it's a controlled substance, the illegal part
yeah,
isn't you being high, unless you're
right.
like driving or whatever.
Yeah, or like maybe like intoxicated in public is like or whatever. It's, you know, public intoxication is what they say is the crime, or like driving under the influence or possessing a drug. But none of that would be included in this necessarily if you do it at home. So I mean, that seems
Or even
perfectly
if you're
legal.
doing it and you go outside in the public and you're not like being an obvious nuisance, you
Yeah,
should theoretically be fine.
yeah, because they don't. I mean, they don't get on people for being like drunk in public unless that's happening, right?
I
So I
mean,
don't.
bro, there's been several times or even in different locations where there's a bunch of cops because, it's a nightlife area, and they'll see people like vomiting in the street and like
Yeah,
tumbling down and shit. They won't do anything.
yeah, that's perfectly true. I mean, you know, there was that one time that guy was yelling at one of the cops, and then the guy turned on his
That was
lights.
that was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he got. I mean, probably. You know, honestly, it's probably that the cop did get offended by what the guy did, and he said, "You want to play it like that? I'm gonna get you on the public intoxication thing."
Yeah, it's like
So
it does
yeah,
seem to be like a complete discretion type thing.
hmm
Like it's legally speaking, they can, but they don't have to type
right.
thing.
Like, what do they legally have to enforce? Because they have discretion in certain regards. Like, is it just if they see something like a murder or something like that?
I would imagine if it gets like physical, yeah, that's when they'd have to
Yeah,
step in.
but like they don't really have to do much other than that.
Yeah, because I mean, it shouldn't even be a law to begin with if you're not,
Yeah, but I'm
aggressing
just
on
saying, as far
anybody.
as what they're legally like liable for, under the purview of the state.
Yeah, I would imagine like as long as you're not like causing some kind of disturbance to somebody else, you're probably fine.
But how could the court prove you got high? Would they want to? I mean, I'm sure
It
testing.
would
I mean, like that's how they get you on alcohol. I mean,
Well, that's proving that you were high. He's
yeah.
asking how. They can't prove
Oh,
how you got high.
sorry. I was like out of it on that one. I was like jumping to
Very.
where I thought it was. Okay, yeah, no, but as far as like proving how, I, I, I mean, again, I don't really even think like that's. I mean, maybe if we're talking another country here, that would be a more relevant question than the U.S. because I don't think they care if
Well,
you are.
hold on. No, they here's the thing, because like in certain circumstances, you can admit you're high and not receive the legal ramifications. Like for example, if you're going through like rehab and shit like that,
Yeah.
usually they won't like punish you for that because you're trying to get better. Or the other thing is you could have been like drugged. That could be an excuse. So that in that sense, it would be relevant to the legal question.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like, what scenarios are we really seeing somebody get taken to court over this kind of thing like that alone, right? So I was thinking like maybe this is more relevant to other countries because of that, like where they would actually have this as just a complete standard. Like if we see you, but then again, they wouldn't even care about proving it at that point if it were like China or something. Yeah, that's that person's going straight to the
Bro,
I was gonna say the synagogue. I meant the gulag.
oh, Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh, I meant gulag and I thought synagogue for some reason.
I
I
was
don't know.
gonna say not even China, because I mean, even like places like Japan, they've got like what, like a 98% conviction rate because
Mhm.
once they get you
Wow.
on anything, they just throw the book at you.
Yeah. Well, that's something, ain't it? Let's see. Would drinking squirt count as it as prostitution if you paid for it? Yeah, probably.
Dude, the prostitution thing is so fucking stupid.
Says he's asking the
Because
real questions here.
if you film it for commercial use and you pay people, then it's fine. But if you don't pay anybody, then it's prostitution and that's illegal.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it. We all know it's ridiculous, but yeah, I don't know. It was just Valentine's Day almost a week ago now. Just gotta
About a
say,
week ago.
I didn't get Barbie.
That's a
I
long
didn't get
drive,
Barbie as
dude.
my Valentine. Huh?
That's a long drive.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah. So I
say
mean, I think Steven wants to go back though. Steven.
Steven, because of Valentine's Day, Steven said that he would appreciate returning.
Yeah. Our boy Steven wanted to go back to the place of sin because he was lonely on the Valentine's Day. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, how do you go from that to that? Like, he right after the incident that we had talked about in another episode where something happened where he had a scare regarding his Steven Jr. uh about a certain entrance of a pathogen, I should say. uh he was saying, guys, that's it. I'm going to go to church. That's it. I'm going to church this weekend. I'm done with this. I'm never going back. And then Valentine's Day hits. He's like, bro, I'm horny. I just need one again. Pay another, well, I'm not going to incriminate Steven, but, get the offer to pay another $1,000. I couldn't do that. That is,
Not
that is
even
a,
for Barbie.
not 1,000 for Barbie, bro. That's overpriced. that's I can't do that, bro. I can't bring myself
I
to do it.
mean,
Who would
to,
$1,000 if you're not like filthy rich?
to be fair, in that city, that's probably a deal.
Well, I think I told the story on here. I remember a guy was saying he got an offer from two of them for the 1,000. So if you can get two for 1,000,
Yeah,
why
but how
would you
many
settle
years
for
ago
one?
was that? We're in like the heart
That's
of
fair.
inflation, bro.
That's fair. That's actually pretty
This
fair.
is the real hoflation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to up my my cost now. The inflation.
Yeah. That is something. So, are you ready to see a horror,
I think I'll just look
unbeknownst
at
to our audience?
I'm just gonna look at my keyboard during this segment. That shit is
Why can't you look?
actually.
There's no way you can look at all.
I mean, I can. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be
Well,
unpleasant.
I just mean like, there's no way like you can comfortably look at this for any period of time.
Comfortably? No. Can I look at it without like vomiting or whatever? Yes. Do I want to? Not entirely. But we're gonna do it. You
So, this is from
some
the
guy sent me an article on that. That's how I found out about it. I didn't actually read it besides the headline.
which website did you look at?
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm getting the Hindustan Times as a recommendation.
That actually might be it. Hold on.
Really? Hindustan
It
Times?
is. What is that? I can't. Yeah, he didn't tell me what. So he sent me a screenshot of it. He didn't actually send the article. So all I got is like a logo in the corner, and it looks like TA.
Okay. There's an account called Creepy that posted this. Creepy.org. It's crazy. Let's see.
Pussy go crazy.
Well, so I'm just going to show the picture on Twitter first, and then we can go to an article. So that's how we'll do it. So that we can get a good look at what's happening here. Oh, hold on. We gotta see what Humvee over here is saying. What? I knew someone who paid $1,000 to eat the poom poom for a few minutes, bro. You paid not you, but somebody paid to eat the poom poom. Somebody paid to eat the poom poom. Why would you pay? In Jamaica, they're probably not. Right?
We don't eat the poom poom. Yeah.
No, in Jamaica, they make it in the poom poom. They don't eat the poom poom because, as they say in Jamaica, the king never bow. The king never bow, man.
You mean the king no bow, man?
The king no bow, man. I can't do that thing here. I make it in the poom poom. I don't eat that,
I mean, just logistically thinking, if you make it in the poom poom, why then would you want to consume what you just made in the poom poom?
Well, I think this person probably paid, without having made it in the poom poom.
But I mean, somebody else did at some point.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that happened, but I think he was just thinking about the poom poom. I don't know. Maybe he wanted that. Maybe that made it better for him. Who knows? That's, let's see. It would be very characteristic of somebody that eats poom poom for them to want, prior men to have been that poom poom. I'm just, let's see. So here's what we have. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah. This is Merritt. Is that Merritt? Merritt Schneider.
Yeah, I guess Merritt.
Schneider? The Swiss politician, who wants to ban X. What happened here? Yeah, this is, guys, insane. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's YouTube TOS. I don't want to call Merritt insane here. I'm just saying this transformation is beyond what I believed possible for humans. And I don't believe this is something that should continue. I believe, talk to your doctor. But on the left, she looks healthy on the left. Okay. And on the right, they shouldn't call her Merritt. They should call her Ferret. Because look at that. I mean, she looks like a muskrat. Like, this is bad.
I called the head of Switzerland. I told her they shouldn't be calling her Merritt. It's really not appropriate. They should be calling her Ferret. She looks like a muskrat. Honestly, frankly, it's kind of disgusting.
Not even Ariana Grande could have made a downfall this bad. I don't even know what she's doing. She's got to be on some sort of new drugs. Maybe she ate out a rave girl. I don't know. Humvee saying, is AIDS the new cool thing? Dude, it's like, yeah, her, Ariana Grande, like, what is going on, dude? Like, how did Ariana Grande get to where she got, though? I mean, you saw that. I might need to pull that one up.
Yeah,
that one was horrendous, too. But
dude,
this
she already was
this one is
thin.
vegan. Yeah, this one is vegan, though. And that's, you know, partially what people were blaming it on, at least, except for, you know, Home Math over here said being liberal makes your body and soul rot. Not completely wrong. He says, I've never met an anorexic Republican. Well, I don't know. You know, maybe if it's like a MAGA babe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about like some of those college girls, bro, come on now. Let's see. So let me find the Ariana Grande picture. Now, speaking of conservative babes, I actually didn't even think about this for an episode topic, but you heard about the whole thing that happened with Ashley St. Clair and Elon?
I was gonna say we should bring that up because that comment made me think of it as well.
I know. Okay, well, so here's the Ariana Grande photo. Oh, I haven't watched much content on it. If you'd like to like sort of lead that a bit there, that would be good because I am less informed on the exact truths of that situation. But here's Ariana Grande, right? Like, I mean, she doesn't even look as bad as that lady that we just saw. Okay, Ariana Grande doesn't look good, but and when you first see her, right? If you hadn't seen that lady prior, you'd be like, "Damn, what the hell happened to her?" You still are probably, but the fact that you saw that other lady, like how bad she was, it actually doesn't make Ariana Grande look too bad in comparison. Even though Ariana Grande still looks like not good at all. I mean, like she used to, but bro, she's like this is not healthy. I mean, we just got to be honest. Like look, you can see her like ribs, dude. I thought she did, like not right before.
She's always been pretty skinny. It's like a thing. She looks like a survivor. That's all I'll say. She definitely looks like a survivor.
Yeah, it's true, dude. I mean, like, but this other lady is like even weirder. I'm gonna put her back on. Sorry, Greg. But like, dude, like those like cheek like wrinkles. Like she has zero body fat. She has zero body fat. I'm surprised her teeth are like still normal, or at least look like that from here.
She might have got like dentures or something at this point.
I don't know, but they look the same as her other teeth. But like, I don't know, man. It's just she has no fat on her. She needs something, man. She needs something. I know, like, even, I mean, I know, like, you know, you can have insane vegans and all, but like, there are ones out there that will still say you need fat, like, you know, if you get too lean, because they realize you're not supposed to be skin and bones. Like,
yeah,
it's
this
just,
is a.
There has to be like another. Woman,
damn, we're like, okay, you go first.
I was just thinking. I know you were talking, but I was just like, we kind of have a little bit of a delay here, so I just wasn't sure how quick I would have. But it just seems like there has to be some sort of a disorder on top of this, like an eating disorder. Like, you know, like literally, like not even seeing herself as like, you know, normal until she gets to that point. Even though it's like, you know, okay, so it's like one thing. I mean, I know she's a vegan, and you're gonna say, oh, well, that's the eating disorder. But the point is like, not even every vegan looks like this, you know?
I was gonna say, yeah, that was my first thought as well. The one guy that sent me this, he actually was like, "Bro, what's wrong with this broad?" And I was like, "Well, the comments say she's a vegan, but there's definitely some kind of body dysmorphia going on at the same time. There's no way you can get to that point as a vegan and still be, I mean, maybe like really extreme ones, but usually at some point you're like, okay, clearly this isn't working because I look like a fucking skeleton." But yeah. Shit's pretty whack. Pretty whack indeed.
Like, oh, hold on. I'm trying to find a photo of him.
Of who?
Huh?
Of who?
Durian Rider. I'll just share the Google tab or something.
That nigga's
like
named after a fruit.
That's what he named himself, man. Yeah, no, but here's like Durian Rider. He's like a vegan that like does like mainly like sugar. Like he does like a lot of sugar, a lot of rice, a lot of fruit. That's like mainly what he eats. And he's still not like that. Like, you know, like I mean, you know, people are asking like, you know.
He's pretty lean, but he's not like, you know, there's a problem level lean.
Like his muscle isn't wasting away. He's pretty,
Right.
but he says he eats fat. Like it's not like, you know, saturated fat, but he eats some fat if he gets too lean. So he doesn't like force himself to be as lean as possible, even though he likes being lean. So, I mean, even then it's like, well, first of all, the sugar is helping him because I'm sure the lady isn't getting even like carbohydrates. It's probably just like fiber, like vegetables. And so she's not getting fat, protein, or carbs. And she's just like starving herself. Durian, at least he's like his macro that he eats most of, he still gets like probably some protein, a little bit from like the various foods, even though it's not much. But the rice is like 10% protein. So actually he's getting some, even if it's not as bioavailable, he's still getting some in his diet, enough to maintain muscle. But he's eating like mainly carbs, like simple sugar for the most part. And, you know, he looks like that. She's eating who knows what, probably just vegetables. And she looks like this. I mean, obviously it's like, you know, again, this is a very severe case. I'm just saying, when you're not eating anything or you're not eating any like macronutrients, basically, this is what's going to end up happening. And she, like, you know, look at her on the left. Look what happened, right? Like, not forget about even what she looks like. Now look at what happened, man. That's even crazier.
I was gonna
Just to
say,
turn from that into that.
if it weren't for the wait, yeah, we're just saying that now anyway. That retarded take she had, I'd probably feel a lot worse about it. Like, if there's just some random girl that I saw, and like I saw like a before and after, I'd be like, oh shit, this is like horrifying for her, like from a concerned area. It's still horrifying in the other sense. But the other thing I was gonna say is, I don't even know, like, the other reason why I would think you'd have to have some kind of eating disorder and or body dysmorphia is because just eating vegetables, and I mean that's not confirmed obviously, but I mean that's what it's looking like, you would not be satiated by that.
Yeah.
So how do you force yourself to just kind of go on without that? Like, even me, there was one night I told you about this where I was like, I went to bed at like 5 a.m. and I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep because I was still hungry. So I was like, all right, well, this isn't going to work. So I had a glass of milk and I ate like half a thing of Parmesan cheese, and then I went to bed. But
Yeah, I
like
remember
doing
one
that,
time, like in college, like I was like super hungry. And I was like, man, dude, I'm not gonna fall asleep without food. I ate mac and cheese. I was like, dude, I need something. I'm not gonna just keep
yeah,
like you know, forcing myself to go to sleep like this hungry. Like I can't even sleep. If you can't even sleep, it had to get to a certain point at that, like, you know, like that, where she was like, I cannot sleep. Never mind. I'm not gonna get up. I'm gonna keep trying to go to sleep.
that's fucking crazy, dude.
Like you
Even if
would have
I
to force yourself to do this.
even if I was like going to bed at like 6 in the morning or whatever, and I had to get up at like 9, I would still get up and just eat something. Or at that point, I probably would just stay up. But I'm not going to bed without a full stomach. That shit's awful.
Let me pull up a quote here. Hold on. No, that's not the right quote.
By the way, I thought this was funny. The one broad we know in that Discord server, she sent a message saying that Batman is literally a Sigma male. I thought that was really funny.
Who?
I'm not gonna say her name.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was like trying to look up the quote. You said who? Like, you know,
This man cannot
can you give
multitask.
like a context a little bit
I
here?
said I got a notification from the one broad in that Discord server, and she said, dude, Batman is literally a Sigma male. And
Oh,
I thought that was really funny.
oh, uh, shit, dude. I might have to ask ChatGPT if I can't find this in time.
Like corn on the cob.
Well, anyway, the point being, no, wait, I know where to find it. Hold on.
Find it.
Just give me like less than a minute here. Thought I got a text
You know what
message.
they
I heard like
call
a buzz.
you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
What?
A Royale with cheese.
Oh. I thought that was going somewhere else.
Well, I don't speak Arabic, so
But anyway, this is like Anabology posted this one, and he posted a quote from Muhammad, and the quote
peace be upon him.
goes, Yeah, well, he actually says it in the quote. Don't miss an evening or don't miss evening meal, even if it happens to be constituted of few dates. Missing of evening meals hastens aid. Muhammad, peace be upon him. I feel like that can't have come from him, right? I mean, like, I feel like it could have, but at the same time, like the phrasing of it, I
It
guess
seems
it's like the
this seems like
but it
a
seems so
Ray.
much like it would have come from him.
I mean, the dates. That's
But
kind
Ray
of
wouldn't
it.
have said, "Don't miss a meal,"
Yeah, it seems
even
like
if it
broken
happens to be
English.
constituted of few dates.
But like
Missing of evening meals hastens aid.
the advice seems like something Ray would say, or even like Georgie.
Let me see. No, that's actually a Muhammad quote though.
Well, they would have translated it weirdly.
Prophet Muhammad advises people that should never miss dinner and suggests that eating dates is
Peace
a good
be
way to break
upon him.
fast. Don't miss evening meal even if it happens to. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, no, that's actually a Muhammad quote. I was like not even sure. I thought it was based on like when I first read it, but I was like, wait a minute, I don't know. I don't know if he's memeing here, but he was for real.
Xanabology.
He respects Muhammad.
I don't know his ideas outside of the diet stuff, but I would assume he's not fond of sand people.
I don't know. I don't know how where Anabology stands on sand people. He's a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
Let's see. He is just a chill guy, Anabology. But he needs to come on the show. And let's see. So we're gonna get to Merit Schneider here. And this is like that's the Swiss politician that wants to ban X. And unfortunately, you're gonna see another photo. Yeah. So what did she say? So she's a Green Party politician who has spoken about the need to regulate social media and argued that Switzerland is lagging behind in doing so. This is a quote. The European Union, I said pinion, the European, the European Union has been taking action against tech giants for a long time, and we are simply doing nothing, she said while speaking with the Swiss newspaper wait, how do you even say that? Tagesanzeiger?
Wait, hold on. Let me see it.
Sounds Where like is it? A slur. Hold on. Hold on. Tagesanzeiger.
Tagesanzeiger.
Okay. She warned that social media platforms can be a big threat to democracies. Wow. Oh my God. People speaking unrestricted can lead to a threat to democracy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying. As they have the potential to manipulate the public. She pointed to Germany's election campaign as an example of how social media can impact democracy. And this quote is posts that benefit the AfD are pushed while opposing content is suppressed, she said, referring to the right-wing Alternative for Germany political party. Schneider also warned that social media manipulation could soon affect Switzerland's elections. Today, it affects Germany. In a few years, it might affect the elections in Switzerland, she said, adding that platforms like X and TikTok may need to be blocked if necessary. So, yeah. But, yeah, she got a lot of backlash from that. But, you know, I don't know, man. Why would it be that people speaking about things is bad for the public? I don't know.
I was just going to say, even if you follow that logic, the remedy is to do the exact same thing, but in reverse. You see how people can manipulate people when they talk about things unrestricted? We need to restrict what people say so they can't talk about things unrestricted, because that can influence how people think about things. There can't be anything wrong with that.
Very insightful, Ms. Schneider.
Please, eat a cheeseburger. At least just one. That's all. Just one. She might not be able to. You heard of
very insightful, Ms. Schneider?
The thing about the survivors of the HCOST, like they were fed like rations or whatever, and because it was like bread and shit like that, they died instantly because their bodies weren't equipped to digest it or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Maybe it's like that. If you give her like any kind of substantial
carb, yeah, like
I'm assuming
refeeding syndrome's a thing. Your body does need to like get adjusted again to digesting food. So yeah, I mean, honestly, she needs to slowly reintroduce these foods. She probably cannot. She'll get one shot at if she tries to eat a whole burger at once. But if she eats a few pieces of meat, probably blend it up or something, then she'll maybe feel better and not die.
But
She needs a sip of milk. She needs a few sips of milk a day until she can get a full glass of milk. And then once she can get a full glass of milk, she needs 2 glasses of milk. Once she can get 2, she needs a quart. Once she can have a quart, she needs half a gallon. And once she can have half a gallon, she needs a full gallon of milk.
In one sitting, full gallon.
In one sitting. And eventually, we'll work our way up there.
But yeah,
eventually that'll be light work for her, and she'll no longer be as mentally ill as she is now.
I'm just saying. Well, hold on. Maybe I'm not saying. Never mind. I'm just saying, Ariana Grande's looking like that. She's, higher up in the quote unquote social ladder. This broad's looking like a fucking Doom character, and she's higher up in the Swiss social thing. I'm just saying, it's a kind of a strange coincidence how all these like prominent figures end up being horribly depraved in one way or another. Have you heard about the
Macron thing?
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say.
Apparently, Macron's with his transgender father, married. Apparently,
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Apparently so. Like, this is something Candace Owens brought to attention, where like apparently Macron's father is the woman he's with, and apparently the woman he's with, the reason she believes it's the father, I mean, first of all, the appearance, that's why everybody pointed to it, but the fact that the woman, there's no trace of this person, according to this person's backstory. There's actually no trace back from the school that allegedly she worked at. We're talking about the woman as a character worked at. There's no trace of the students or the teachers remembering this person. So, I mean, it's just funny that a place that you worked at wouldn't remember you. And then, apparently, this is, I forgot what it was. They said like Macron's father went missing for some time and then came back. And like, apparently he looked a lot more like this wife. And, the theory is that, he found him, like Macron found him attractive. And I guess these other pieces just tell you that it adds up. I don't know. Do you believe that? Does that sound like believable?
For some reason, you telling me that instead of that obnoxious woman that couldn't get to the point was way more disturbing than hearing it the first time with that woman that couldn't get to the point.
See, I actually listened to a woman for once and rephrase it back and make it educational for people. Okay.
You can't do that for literally any other thing I send you that has a woman.
No, I can't process it. I'm serious. I don't want to like get, YouTube on my back or something, but I guys, I might have a disability. I don't know if it's me or not. If it's me, I have a disability. If it's the world, if it's the women, then that's something else. I don't have a disability, but we need to get to the bottom of this, because clearly to address this from a social justice perspective, we need to know what the internal issues I have are. So I need to let them out into the public for the public to give me their feedback on what it is, so we can determine the problem if there is one. But we're going to say it is problematic because people would see it that way. Mr. Humvee says, I do have a disability. Well, is it like related to this?
I don't know. That could be many different interpretations on that.
I don't know which one you mean, but yeah, no, I mean, the problem is, and it just, I'm just going to chalk it up to when people can't get to their point, it just goes in one ear and out the other. And it just happens to be that women are doing that more. Okay. Let's say it's that for whatever reason.
One video I sent you, there wasn't even a point. They were just talking about what they were doing. That's it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I couldn't listen to that. I don't know. Bro. I couldn't. It was just, I'm telling you, it's not even like a purposeful, it's not me trying to not listen. It's like literally like I listen to it and I zone out and I don't know what's being said anymore, because I'm like, what the hell are they even trying to say? Like, I'm like, it just, I can't pay attention to it.
It was like a minute tops, bro. It wasn't
even that long. I can't pay attention to it. I need some sort of like amphetamines or something, like a doctor needs to prescribe that to me.
At the bottom.
Huh?
Subway Surfers on the bottom half of the screen.
Yeah, that would help probably. But I need like Adderall prescriptions.
He needs Adderall. If you know a doctor that can prescribe him Adderall, please give him his contact.
Well, I'm just saying
There will
probably I
be a
need that, because that'll make me more accepting. That'll make me more like
Adderall.
polite. Yeah, it'll make me more like understanding.
By the way, speaking of that, did you see that one post I sent of the guy on meth? Can I say that? I said it. Whatever.
What was he like? Where was he? You're
He was
talking about
like,
the homeless guy, or?
no. He got pulled over by the cops.
Oh
And he
yeah,
was like shaking and shit. His
yeah,
eyes are wide, and they're like, "Hey, are you all right?" I'm just trying to find the Lord. And the cop was saying like, "Yeah," and it was even
yeah.
funny because they interviewed his wife, and she was like, "Yeah, I thought he was going to work and everything, and I found out he was doing meth, and I did some, not that much, but it's definitely meth."
Seems like one of those things you'd see on TV, like acted out or something. I don't know.
But
But I was thinking for a second you were telling me about the guy that got pulled over that was like in the lingerie.
oh Jesus, that was an
Some old
occurrence,
guy in lingerie where the cops like, yeah,
bro.
you find an Uber, like, find your way
That's not
home.
even the worst part. They blurred his entire nether region, which means it was probably just hanging out.
Dude, the cop did not care about the public indecency. He's like, dude, I just need this guy gone. Like, I don't want to bring this guy in.
Yeah, I saw in the comments this guy was not having him in his in the
Yeah.
back of his car. But the reason I brought up the original reel was because the cops in the meth head one, they were saying, yeah, he's in his God experience phase, and I had never heard of such a thing happening with meth, but I guess because he was doing so much, it got to that, because usually you think of
Well,
that with
I'm
like
sure you
psychedelic.
feel like I'm just gonna say like Adderall makes people feel very supercharged, like focused, like you can accomplish any task you want to in that moment. Like if you need to study, if you need to clean something, if you need to do whatever, it lets you like single in on that and actually like a hawk too. You really focus on it. You really focus on it. So all I'm thinking is methamphetamine, since it's stronger, it would actually really get you zoned into whatever singular task you need to do. It's not a multitasking thing. It's like, as far as I know, it's like you're like locked into one, like your goal. You're getting in
Isn't
on that.
Adderall isn't amphetamine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's
So you're
why
saying
it's
if
similar
you did
things.
the other speedster, you would be able to multitask.
Well, I don't know if you'd be able to. I mean, I'm thinking that amphetamines and methamphetamines. I'm thinking it's just a
No,
stronger
no, no,
focus for
no.
longer.
No, I meant the
But
other one,
you talking
the cola.
anyway, my point being is that not even my point here actually, just I've seen things about like people using Adderall, they have like lower brain volume. So I think it was like people were theorizing either that it's a thing about ADD or it's a thing about like like literally the drug use is what's causing that, which seems like it would probably be the more likely thing, which is crazy. You'd probably don't want to do that. And Humby's here saying yes, Adderall is basically meth. Yeah, we know. It's something that is pretty obvious if you look at it for even a few seconds.
Type shit.
Type shit. Okay, so let's talk about Ashley St. Clair. Mr. Greg, could you walk us through this? Could you give
Yeah,
us a
I didn't go too.
walkthrough?
Say that again.
I'm meting it. I'm meting it.
Yeah. So I only know like the bare bones version of it. I was actually watching something kind of breaking it down myself. But basically, what happened, from what I recall, is one day out of nowhere, Ashley St. Clair posts like
And by the
something
way,
like,
this was Valentine's Day.
was it actually?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She was like, I have this kid, yada yada yada. It's Elon's kid. We just want our privacy. And then she goes on a bunch of shows talking about it, but she wants her privacy. Obviously, that's why she made a Twitter tweet about it too. And then Elon sees it, and the only thing he says is "whoa," and that's it. But yeah, she apparently had this kid. That's his. They had like some altercation beforehand that both denied was romantic. But then he was paying for her flat or whatever, her like apartment or whatever the fuck you call it in New York for like $40,000 a month. So draw your own conclusions on whether or not there was any romantic involvement there or not. And also she has a kid now, so yeah. So there's that, and that's kind of all I got from it. Oh, and also she's apparently a tradcon, but there's also this footage of her on this like I don't even know what you would call it, this like long form video type thing. I'm not, it's very strange, but she was on this show of sorts, and she was talking about how it's very strange that YouTube isn't censoring stuff like whatever and like Fresh and Fit and shit because they hate women, because that's what that is. They despise women, and it's really gross to see women getting yelled at on stream. And they even used a clip of like Andrew talking to some broad on whatever. And she was like, "Yeah, well, YouTube needs to be doing this. I don't know why they're allowing this, that, and the other." But she's a tradcon, so that's all.
No, she's
That's
a
all I got.
fucking grifter, obviously. But
No, she's a tradcon. Come on.
let's see. So Ashley St. Clair.
Apparently, she
Let's
works
see,
for the
whatever.
Babylon.
I know whatever tweeted about it, huh?
Apparently, she worked for the Babylon Bee.
I've seen a lot of things about her past.
Smashly.
Yeah, Smashly. Yeah, she was a whore. But anyway, let's take a look at some of these videos on here. I don't really have everything. I don't have everything pulled up that we need, but let's just take a look at what we have. Okay, so this one's whatever, saying Ashley St. Clair has had one-sided personal vendetta against my show for years now. And this is on here, right? Yeah, it is. She has made many negative public statements, leaked private information about me, and even called for YouTube to ban my show. See the video below for proof. I finally confronted her in a Twitter space after I was told she was, once again, shit-talking me / my show. Shortly thereafter, my engagement on this platform took a big hit. I wonder, given their relationship, if she lobbied Elon Musk to target voices she did not like. Would not be surprised if she's done other stuff behind the scenes to hurt my business. She's a bully. So let's see what, hopefully there's no like copyrighted music on here. Okay, I don't hear any music.
No, but I think you're good.
Let's see her talk to these gay guys, I think. I don't know.
To?
You know, I don't know who they are. Yeah. They kind of look homo, if you ask me. But let's see. Oh, hold on. Would you rather eat man nectar one time or get addicted to meth?
Meth.
And then he says it can be your own, but it has to be broadcasted. Oh my God. Yeah, that sounds a lot better to me.
Andrew Tate's not the problem, because if you take Andrew Tate away, you still have this massive group of young men who are clinging to that message on shows like the Whatever podcast. They're bringing them on for this humiliation porn. Why is all of this content allowed on?
She from the side.
Yeah.
She's not as pretty as she makes herself out to be. She is really like catfishing people with that front view.
That was the first thing I noticed. Yeah. I was like, whoa, what's all that movement up there? What's going on, man?
Dude, even the lip fillers are crazy.
Yeah, I'm noticing it's specifically in this frame that you froze it in.
Bro, she looks like a fish. Bro, she's like sucking in ocean water. Like, what the hell? Oh, you know, what the hell?
Dude, this is like the most unflattering part of the video you could have got.
YouTube, who has been, you know, at the forefront of, we need to protect those who are, you know, a protected class, and women typically fall into that class. So why all of a sudden is all of this content allowed on YouTube that is terribly misogynistic, that's terribly degrading to women, when I don't think that would have been allowed, you know, years ago? I just don't. I think that would have been removed from the platform.
Those guys don't look like they actually want to be there. Look at this. They look like, I mean, they look like so unentertained, like so like bored.
That guy on the left looks like he's pissed off that he's there.
He looks like he's gonna fall asleep. He looks like he's fighting not to fall asleep. I mean, he needs some meth. We have Humvee asking about a certain character trait of hers, saying that she might be Italian or something else, but she's not Italian, Humvee, to my knowledge. I mean, I know she's not Italian. I mean,
you know that? She could be.
Well, she could be, but she's not just Italian.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Like, they've got they got similar traits. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to say out of those two options, I'm not betting my money on Italian based on what I know. I'm just saying.
Well, if you're betting on that, you probably shouldn't be betting because, well, I mean, you don't want to be betting your money on that.
Well, but I know the answer. At least that it's like if we're talking about the two, then Italian is not guaranteed.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be putting my money that close to someone like that. That's all.
Yeah. Just like if she were Italian, I mean, I wouldn't be putting like a sausage tube near her, you know. I mean, Elon did, but I wouldn't be putting like a pizza near her, you know.
There you go.
I wouldn't be putting a pizza near her. You know. Well, I was thinking Italian sausage.
Pasta
yeah,
or like
Elon gave her South African sausage.
She does not look good though. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what Elon was looking at that profile photo, and then he met up with her. He's like, "All right, I'll do it."
Been removed from the platform swiftly. Society hasn't changed. That it's really fun.
Nah, Elon pulled up and he was like, "Bruh."
Verbatim.
To watch a witch be burned at the stake, right? It's really fun to watch this humiliation of women on shows like the Whatever podcast.
Jesus Christ wants you to do OnlyFans work, just so that we're clear?
Yes.
If God wanted you to do OnlyFans, then what would Satan want you to do?
To stop doing OnlyFans?
Yeah, why do you think he'd want you to stop?
Because I love making sexual content.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you think that God, his preference would be that you continue to make sexual content on your OnlyFans?
Yes, he wants me to do it.
You have these women who...
So Ashley, I know, you know, maybe not the one that picked the clip, let's say, because I mean, it's not her show, but I don't know. Maybe she told them this is the clip I want. Now, either way, but it's like, you know, you contrast that like with what she's saying, and it's like, oh, they're publicly humiliating women, and then on the other one it's just literally Andrew Wilson. But you know, I'm just saying in general, it's somebody holding a woman accountable for, you know, claiming that she is like, you know, maintaining these righteous values, and yet the values that she's promoting are like basically like putting her own body out there for the world to see naked, you know. So I mean, clearly like there's some sort of disparity between you know, those two things, yet here we have Ashley saying like, oh my god, they're just shaming women, like they're, you know, they're putting them through these humiliation rituals. It's like, you don't think that woman did that just by showing her body to the world for like $5.99 or whatever it was? I mean,
the other thing is, it's not like that show is like this niche thing that nobody knows about. You know what you're getting yourself into, and if you didn't, you could watch other episodes and prepare for the questions you're going to be like hammered on. It's not like, I mean, yeah. I don't know if I can bring up this question on here because YouTube's going to be gay about it, but like, nothing's my fault, but I can do whatever I want at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's so fucking retarded. Also, dude, I just wanted to say, nah, go ahead.
Oh, well, you know that chick we were talking about where she's like a big obese chick, and she's all like, oh my god, like I can fit in your car, to the Uber guy, and she's like, why won't you let me in your car? Like I forgot her name, like something DeBoss or DeMoss or something, like DeMoss, bro. It was like DeMoss. But anyway, it's this rapper black chick, and like she's like really fat, and she was like, yeah, he won't let me in his car, bro. She pulls up to the Breakfast Club podcast, or what, I don't know what that is actually. We're the only podcast around, but she pulls up to the Breakfast Club long form entertainment, and she's like, she's about to sit in a chair, and look, like I have like a normal chair, right? Like, hold on, let me just show you what a normal chair looks like. I hope that was a good enough view with the tiny camera, but it's a chair like that, right? And so it's like normal sized, you know, anybody can fit in that. I mean, anybody that's not her. But she pulls up and she's like, oh my god, we all got the like actual chair though, the comfortable ones. And they're like, oh, we got that right here. They pull up a sectional, and she sits in it, and she takes up like over half of it. She's like, there you go, that's what I needed, you know. Like you're really expecting people to take you serious and saying like, this is everybody else's fault for even pointing out anything that's wrong with what you're doing. Just like with the chick that's doing the OnlyFans saying, I'm doing this for Jesus. There's something wrong with you. I mean, obviously these people are probably doing that shit for clout. I mean, I know the fat one is, but this other one, who knows? Maybe she is retarded. But here's Ashley being even more retarded saying, oh, they're just putting people on the spot that shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be shamed for what they do. They're just women. But no, they're embarrassing themselves, and they're making like, problems for society.
What makes this even better is I haven't actually looked into this woman's past too extensively either, but if she is truly a tradcon, then that usually means you're a Christian too. So
well,
she's talking about, well, go ahead.
I don't know if she considered herself a tradcon as much as she's like, oh my God, I'm MAGA, I support Trump and all that.
I mean, they usually consider that like one and the same, but I mean, in reality, there is a bit of a difference, kind of fair. But if she is a Christian and then she's talking about, oh, they're just going on there to shame women. I mean, the clip that they picked was like the worst possible clip they could have picked, because she's like, it's a girl making a mockery of the values that the religion supposedly adheres to.
Yeah, I don't even know if she considers herself a Christian, like religious.
Fair enough. I mean, she's definitely not living like one, that's for sure.
I'm just going to go to her Twitter and look up the word Christian to see if she even talks about it in that sentence. But I don't think, or maybe Jesus or something. But I don't know. Let me see. Anyway, here's her Twitter profile, though. This is what her profile photo is like. There's a difference. I mean,
She kinda looks like a clown, though.
you can see what she looks like from the side, but she even looks like puffier in the video.
Puff Daddy.
Let me look up stuff on her Twitter to see what we can find from Ashley St. Clair. Let me look up Jesus first. Let me look that up. Yeah, she's only using it in sentences that don't actually have to do with her being a Christian. The only one that I could see that like looks close enough is that on December 24th, 2022, she tweeted out, let me show it. This is what she tweeted out. That's the closest thing I could find on Jesus, where she says, please don't eat baby Jesus, a sentence I'd never thought I'd say until I became a mom. So I imagine there's some sort of like setup that, the baby's trying to take something and put it in its mouth. It's the closest I can get. I think her husband, which I don't even know if she's still with the husband, taking, into account that she had a kid with Elon, but I don't know. But I was seeing she did have one, and I think he was like the sort of like Christian, like, I don't know. I would take it still like a tradcon probably, but let me look this up on Twitter, see if there's, let me just look up her name in Christian. Just look that up. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have something to say on that.
Her last name literally is St. Clair.
Somebody saying that the Babylon Bee is an ostensibly conservative Christian site. I don't know about that. Let's see. Oh, well, there was this tweet from her back in the day. I don't know if you saw that. She had this Twitter handle, Sex Laptop, and a tweet that she put out. I don't know if you had seen this before. People like to point this one out. It's a screenshot of it, but she said, I love big black cock. I want a big black nigga named Tyrone to destroy me.
That's going to get clipped.
But that's actually an old tweet from her.
Well, I guess she lives up to the name, Smashly.
Yeah, let me look up Smashly on Twitter, see if we can, because do you know like exactly what that, like apparently like she got mad after she smashed people on her college campus that called her that, right?
I already had something to do with like college. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, this is what Milo said about it, and he was one of the people that brought this stuff up against Ashley. But here's the tweet he made where he said, well, basically, like, you know, it says she can't be tagged in photos, but he says, unlike at college, where Smashley worked her way through entire fraternity houses, sometimes on camera, and then tried to get all the men she'd been with expelled over the nickname. I had seen some stuff too where like apparently people were posting like stuff you can find that was like old of her doing stuff on camera. So I didn't see it, but apparently that's real. Because there were people posting screenshots of stuff they had found on, I guess, by looking certain terms up on Google. Let me look up Ashley St. Clair husband. Maybe that'll help us figure out what happened with the guy, which I hope got split from her before all this happened, because that would be terrible for him.
I mean, if the college stories are true, he shouldn't have done it to begin with.
This. Look at this tweet from her back in 2020. I just want a husband, 2 kids, and a small farm already.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Smashley.
Wait,
come on now.
The very next thing.
This was not an invitation for marriage request. Please stop. Here's this tweet. I'm not sure how a tweet talking about my desire for a traditional family life and values actually says that stuff in 2020. Mr. Greg was right. Makes me a thought or an attention seeker. Well, you were when you were Smashley, and you are now. But the internet gets dumber every day. Bite me. So yeah, she actually did advocate for traditional family values, wanting to have that lifestyle, apparently, according to her. And yet, here she is, not only being Smashley, but also here, having Elon's kid, not being with the guy she was with anymore, that I think she even might have had a kid with. I just don't know the whole story there. But doing all that and claiming that actually the people, like even the ones that aren't like, the ones that you could hate for being red pill or whatever, even the ones like Andrew Wilson, who are just pointing out the hypocrisy and pointing out the issues, with not adhering to this lifestyle, apparently he is a bad guy too. Right. And so, and he doesn't even agree with everything the red pillars say. Sometimes he's like, oh, I'm not a red pillar. Like, here's where I disagree with them. Even if there's overlap, he's still not like agreeing with every last thing they say just because they say it. Right. But here you are just claiming like, these people are all just, all against what you believe. I guess you've changed. I don't know. I guess you've changed, but I mean, not really. The grift's just changed.
Yeah. Tale as old.
All right, let's see the rest of Smashley's video, not the one where she is Smashley.
She decided to hit it wrong.
They're just OnlyFans models. They're not exactly the brightest bulbs in a bunch. They're not bringing them on for intellectual conversation. They're bringing them on for this humiliation porn. And I think that's become really attractive and rewarded in algorithms. This sort of nastiness, this division of the sexes is rewarded a lot more than talking about what you or I or so many people might find more important. For example, what's something you might find more important than the gender divide? You could name a plethora of things. The issue in this country and the world and the West,
yet she refused to name any of them,
is not the division of the sexes. We're not going to look back.
She actually tried sourcing them for a second to see if they would respond from the look of it. Like, do you guys believe there's an issue? And then they don't say anything. And then she just keeps talking.
Back and define this era by the division of the sexes or by the female era. We're never going to call it that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that seems far off from, I just want a husband, 2 kids, and a small farm already,
They're being mean on YouTube.
This is going to interfere with my whole life. I have to go sleep with Elon for cash now. Like, what the hell are you thinking? Like,
it worked for the other 3, apparently.
Yeah. I was seeing somebody compare it to I forgot what dynasty, but it was like ancient stuff where they would have concubines similar to this, and they would compare it to the specific ones that one of the kings had or whatever. Or emperor.
Like Henry VIII, maybe?
No, it was like an emperor.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. St. Clair concubine. Let's look that up and see what we get. Is that the account that was tweeting it out? Let me see. Chinese imperial drama stereotypes. There's a whole like tweet series here. Hello, I'm Chinese. Let's see. So this account, Angelica, tweets, Elon Musk now have enough. Elon Musk now have enough baby mamas that they are starting to conform to Chinese imperial drama stereotypes. Let's see. Grimes is the beloved but defiant concubine. She is the emperor's actual favorite, but because she refuses to conform, she suffers exile, ridicule, and repeated betrayals. Yeah, so apparently Grimes is the one that refused to conform, suffered exile, ridicule, and repeated betrayals. So her historical analog is the Pearl Consort, clearly adored by Emperor Guangxu, but eventually thrown down a well and drowned for disrespecting the Empress Dowaga.
I mean,
let's see.
It's every single one of them. Okay.
Yeah. But if you wanted to comment on it.
I was going to say, did Grimes say anything about it? Because she's still with Elon, right?
No.
No, she didn't say anything, or no, she's not with him still?
They split up. They split up in 2022.
Shit. Type shit. She's insane, though.
Oh,
so,
well, did they get back together or something? I don't know, because they're like articles from 2024. There's like this summary telling me 2022, but then it says like there are articles from 2024 with her talking about it. So I don't know. But it might have just been after the fact, like with some news, some drama news. But anyway, Siobhan Zilis, I don't know how to say that. Zilis, I don't know, is the perfected behaved court favor. She is dutiful, competent, strategic, and approved by the Dawaga Empress. This is how do you even say that in the Chinese accent? Dawaga.
That's my guess.
This is the concubine. Yeah, this is the concubine that plays her cards just right, but she will never be the favorite of the emperor's heart. Her historical analog is Consort Hui. 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 Consort Hui. The brainy, competent woman who secures stability, but never had the emperor Qian Long's full passion. She won the long game, though. Her son eventually became Emperor Jia King. The latest addition to the harem. Oh, hold on. Okay. The latest addition to the harem is Ashley St. Clair. She is the scheming upstart concubine. Another favorite trope. Usually the villainess of the drama. She is the overly ambitious new favorite who thinks she can skip the subtle maneuvering and go straight for the kill. The Valentine's Day public reveal is typical scheming upstart concubine behavior. She overstepped, and the emperor is likely displeased. When he said what? Whoa? What was it that he said?
Yeah, he just said whoa.
Bro, it's such an Elon thing to say. But her historical analog is Consort Gao. Power hungry and unsubtly scheming, Consort Gao gets too bold too fast, a recipe for downfall in the Forbidden City. Will there be more baby mamas? Probably, but even without, there's a whole multi-season series right here. And somebody said, please do a write-up on my personal favorite, Tallulah Riley. And then she does one on, I don't really care. I don't know, but I guess we can read it. The rare independent concubine of mystery, Riley tangos with Musk, but tangos with Musk, but is somehow not defined by him. He was smitten enough to marry her twice, but she has moved on like he's just another schmuck. My historical analog for her would be the fragrant concubine who entered the imperial palace at the relatively mature age of 27. She remains an enigma and is the only imperial concubine ever to be buried with Islamic rites. Why Islamic rites? I don't know. She has a hairline like Mao Zedong. You know what I'm saying? But
being shitting.
Exactly, bald, right? Let's see. So yeah, I mean, this whole Ashley thing. I mean, I don't really see this going many places for her because it already seems to be dying down a little, right? And it's almost been a week and nobody cares anymore. I thought it was funny to talk about, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it didn't get her the same kind of clout she wanted. I mean, I guess it got her attention. That's what she wanted. She wanted the attention. She wanted to do a podcast, or she wanted to flaunt that she has this Elon baby so that she can get as much clout as possible. And I guess, you know, she was going to get what she's going to get in a short amount of time. That's how it works for people, you know, like with Kanye coming back. And then after the whole first storm, he comes back and saying, you know what, guys, maybe I'm not a Nazi after all. That's actually what he said recently. He's like, yeah, I don't think I'm a Nazi, guys.
Oh,
Kanye,
man,
I don't know what's going on with
it.
you.
Stop
I don't know what's
saying
going on
it,
with you,
man.
Kanye. The N-word?
Yes.
The N-word. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. You guys want to see? I don't even know what to say because usually we have one like an ethnic group. It's like Latinas or Arab, like Muslims or like and you know they actually have an app called Muzz. Like it's like it sounds like it's the Muslim Huzz, but I don't think they actually meant it like that. But anyway, yeah, they didn't mean it like that, but it's even funnier that it's that, you know, Muzz. We had, you know, Autistic, like with Boo. We had Femcell with Dualicious. We had, you know, just the general Gyats with Tinder and Hinge. I mean, you know, Hinge is a little more serious, you know, less black pill. I don't even know what to characterize this app as other than the fact that we're not going to have an Indian behind the line that lives in India. Okay. I mean, you know, we don't know about here, but, you know, we're not going to have a scammer, right? We're not going to have a scammer on the other end of the line. So, Mr. Greg, you know, I know I can't be the only one because you were talking to me about it. You said incessantly they were giving you advertisements as well to not download this app, huh?
Yes.
Hello? I don't know if we lost Greg here.
Yes.
Oh, what happened to you, Mr. Greg?
Delay. I said I responded, but I guess it didn't go through.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Clearly.
Okay. So let me see. Need to get the screen mirroring on. Mirror. Mirrors. My name is Retep. Dude. Yeah. I had a family gathering and like somebody said something. I can't remember what it was, but you know, they're like, what did he say or something? And they were talking to themselves. I had these cousins over, like these little cousins, and one of them's like in high school. And I say, my name is Retep. And we just start dying. We're like crying, dude. He's like just in his like, you know, right here in his arm, like just like crying into it. I'm over there just like uncontrollably laughing. It was pretty good. Let's see. So we're gonna start an AirPlay. Stop AirPlay. No, we're gonna add it in there. AirPlay receiver. That probably wasn't. Was that the right? Oh, it was the right one. Good. Wasn't even sure if it was the right one. Okay, hopefully it's not as laggy as it usually is. Like sometimes with this, I think it looks like it's more accurate on my end at least. So maybe it will be fine. Let me turn on my mode for this where, hold on. I can't remember if it was work. Yeah, I need to turn on like a certain do not disturb so I don't get notifications. Don't want that while you're streaming. Okay. We got it up here. So we're going to check out this Duet app for dating. And we already put our preferences in here, everything. We got the profile like usual. It's like the same thing as usual. My phone's clearly already charged enough. But anyway, the first one we have here is Maria, which can we even zoom in on photos or can we not? That's a shame if we can't. Oh, is that it? It has to be that if it's an H.
That's usually how it's pronounced.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
let's see. So let me see. Oh, I think we might have a little bit of delay like usual with the screen sharing
Yes.
because you're like replying after I say stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, what do you think of this, Jake? You'll find me as someone helping people, carefully minded and observant. My favorite things include going shopping, playing board games, hitting the gym. And apparently I already have like, damn, a lot. I just set this account up. Like, could you hear me? Hello?
Eventually.
Could you hear me? Oh, I
Now
don't know
I
what was
can.
happening there. It was like some sort of connection issue.
It definitely was. I think
Yeah, I don't know what was
you should
happening.
probably cut the video cam you got on you. That might help.
Oh, you think I should? I'm
Yeah.
managing it.
I'm duetting it.
Medding
I'm
it.
doing my et.
I'm streaming my med. My med is streaming. I'm medding it. Maybe
I'm
I should do
grabbing
that.
it. I'm grabbing my lemon.
Let's see if it loads. But anyway, I already have requests on here, boys.
Friend request. What the fuck is this?
I already have requests up. Like, why it would be friends. Like, I mean, it says they already liked you. This is a dating app. I don't know why it would say friend requests. Because I don't think you just like, because it's you only like and dislike. I mean, I don't think it's like there's no like make this person a friend.
That's
I don't
very
understand.
strange.
We got a different I guess it just reloaded. We got Sophia instead. What do you think of Sophia?
Hard to tell. Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Took you ages, nigga.
It really didn't.
Okay. Let's see. I describe myself as someone who is solid and mature. Well, you were there for like a minute, dude.
It's a delay.
That was like a minute long. Hold on. Yeah, but I just didn't hear you for a while. But let's see. So I describe myself as someone who is solid and mature, someone you can count on, lives with life with enthusiasm. In my free time, I like checking out new restaurants, hitting the gym, stargazing by the ocean, and I'm also going shopping. Okay. What is this shirt? Why is it like, looks like Bianca shirt.
It does.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell is that? That's weird. Yeah, we got a Bianca on our hands. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. But I'm going to go right anyway. Let's see if we get a match. No, we didn't. But let's see. Jayla? I don't know about that. No more photos.
I must have missed the top
Toast
one.
and eggs, and what is that ceramic or is that a paper plate? No, that's ceramic.
Yeah.
Looks like Doja Cat.
Yeah. Get her out of here.
She got that booty though. Let's see, Maria. Ew. Is this one?
Yeah, it looks like
Is this
it,
a dude?
right?
Is it Ashley St. Clair? Oops. Well, it doesn't seem like it based on the other ones.
Why does YouTube allow?
But just not a good photo. I mean, maybe,
these
or maybe it really
misogynist
is like that.
Shows.
See, like here, it's not so bad.
disgusting.
Why is it like that here? Why did I, yeah. What's her name? Glay? I don't know about that. Glay? I don't know about that. And you were a psychology student. It's good. I swipe left because that was a psychology student, bro.
Yeah, she
That was a
would've fucked you
psychology
up.
student, bro. What is happening here? What race are you? Let's see.
Malika.
Russian. Muslim? You speak Russian, you're Muslim, and you're white/Caucasian. Okay. Dating me is like, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You're a weather boy, apparently.
Damn, she's skinny. Let's see. She's 5'8". That's too tall. That's too tall. Me following you back on social media is the equivalent of an angel giving you a forehead kiss. Brr, 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 brr. Ew. Okay, let's see what we got here. 5 foot? Yes. Hispanic, Latino, Middle Eastern? Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go yes. What do you think?
Yes.
Samia? 5'7". Jeez. I'm the best chef you ever know after your mother. Well, I don't, not to diss my mom or nothing, but I mean, I'm the best chef I know.
I agree.
Let's see. I don't know. She's 5'7". And I don't really see many other details in the about me. Her first go-to activity is dinner. I wonder if she wants to cook. That's pretty base though. Okay. Samia. Give her a chance.
Yeah. I'm being heard, right?
Ew.
I can't tell.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it's just a little delayed.
Damn, she got them that big lower half.
She can grill the best steak you ever had.
Yeah, can she though?
No.
No. I don't really know about this one. Oh wait, she's East Asian?
How is that possible?
East Asian and white/Caucasian, but all you see is the white? Well,
very strange.
Are you going yes on this?
Why not?
Bruh, when they have the full name in there, like I start to think you gotta have one. You gotta have a link, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have that link when you have a whole name in there. Okay. So do you think she has one? Oh, she probably does. I don't know.
She didn't put an Instagram in the thing.
I go left immediately anyway. Huh?
I was asking if you had an Instagram link in there.
No, I didn't see.
Look it up.
But yeah, no, those tattoos at the beginning just disqualified it already.
That's true.
Got nah. I'm going nah.
I agree.
Okay, let's see. And then you got those tattoos. Didn't put 25 in my filters. I put 18 to 22, bro. So
But
you
did you
don't
make it deal breaker?
meet like there's no other. Oh, I wonder if that's there. No, that's not even like you can't even make it that. So it seems like there aren't even that many women on this app in our, age range on, like in the area. Because this one over here is 25. Expired, all expired.
She's
like
an expired Twinkie.
The scene from The Good Doctor.
No.
You don't know the one where he's like throwing out the vials of the medicine. I don't know the context. I never really watched the show, but I've seen like the shorts. And he's like, expired. They're all expired.
Nope. That's new to me. I'm new.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Humby said stream is bad. Yeah, man. I mean, like whenever I'm like streaming like a shared screen of like something I only have on mobile, because they don't even have a web app, right? They don't even have a web app, so it causes a problem where like I'm trying to like stream like from the AirPlay receiver, but then like when StreamYard picks that up, it's like really making it laggy into the stream here. So I don't know. I mean, the Wi-Fi is better than it was, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it. There's like, I don't know if there is a fix.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
Yeah, and like most dating apps, for some reason they don't have like a web app. Like I don't know what it is. Like, Tinder has one, but then if I don't even think Hinge has one. And then like this Duet app doesn't have one. A lot of these new ones only have applications on the phone. Like, why wouldn't you just make a web browser version? What's so problematic about a web browser version?
Some people want to scroll at work. The fuck?
Exactly. You're cock blocking me. You're what would be the equivalent of like a digital cock?
I don't know.
Anyway, they're doing it to me and it's hurting because when I do that, then the stream kind of hurts and it's like that's all we got. That's all I got. Those like those memes where it's like, when you're already all the way inside her and she's like, go deeper. You're like, that's all I got. That's how I feel right now, guys. That's how I feel right now. Okay. She said, go deeper. I said, bitch, what you want? The sack?
Hey, it's something, right?
Yeah, I guess. Say, what you want? The sack? So I don't know. I guess chat can vote if we're going to continue on that, if it's even worth it. Because like the thing is, we just went through a few, and then like the next one is like already 25. Let me just pull up that expired video so we can play that. How about that? Let's see. Oh,
My name is Retep.
The comments are pretty good on that video too. Hold on, let me see if it plays. Probably will have to kill the AirPlay just so it plays right. My name is Retep. Why won't it load? I can't maximize the video like for some reason. Hold on. Oh, there's like just not the like sidebar stuff for some reason anymore. It goes away. Oh my god, dude, this is killing me. This is killing me. This is actually killing me. Legitimately. If there were anything to ever kill me, it would be this. I'm Ender Dingus. What was the other kid's name? Like Sean Butts or something, or can't remember his name. Or Ryan Butlord or something. I can't remember.
Salem made cuts. We're behind on inventory. It fell through the cracks. Expired. 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 They're all useless.
Jesus, what is this? Oh, Harry Potter. What the hell? But anyway, that's how I felt on that app after they all went away. Whoa. Let's see. Yeah, did he after leaving prison and coming back to all his baby oil? That's a pretty good comment. Discord mods when their Discord kitten turns 18. I like comments like that. But yeah. Let's see. Maybe there's a way. I wonder if there's like a way around having to use that AirPlay app. Probably not. Because then there would be no mirror. Yeah. I don't know. Because like the Duet, they have like a web, not version of the app, but it's just, huh?
Need more Margaret.
Need more Margaret. Because when you click join on the website that they have, it just takes you to Apple, dude. And then like when you take the other button, Duet Now, it just takes you to the Play Store. Like I need a web version, bro. And it has like bad reviews on Google. Let's actually see what they reviewed it and like why it's so poor. Let's take a look. 318 reviews and it has 1.8 stars. Look at this. Like that can't be good. Well, somebody said too many paid features, money grab scam. I purchased a 3-month subscription and you still can't use most of the app. Supposedly you can actually search by people within your set distance if you get their Duet Supreme subscription, but it's an additional 119, whatever this is. I mean, that says cents, but I don't know what he actually means for his currency. For 3 months with no other money payment options. If the profiles I have seen, there are several that show signs of scams. Wow. So I thought it was supposed to be scam free because they like verify and all that. But let's see. Yeah, do not waste your time or money on this app. App is pretty much broken. The filters for age range are useless. 98% of the profiles shown are in other states. I'll see 20 to 25 profiles from a city 3.5 hours away before he sees one from his. So actually, they just don't even have that working. If 0 stars were an option, it'd be better to describe this non-functional app. Swiping doesn't load anyone, even with filters completely off. This is a fairly good app, but it is much more expensive. It's absolutely terrible ripoff. The app seems great until it isn't. You'll be going along swiping, and then you'll see a little banner pop up on someone's account that says something along the lines of upgrade to start chatting now. Wow. So you even have to upgrade to chat? But it always seems to be on someone that I'm interested in, so I swipe right, not up. I don't hit the start chatting now button, nothing special, just a normal swipe right, and the app takes you to upgrade screen. Well, so like Oh, you have to upgrade to swipe right. Well, I didn't have to do that, but so I'm like, is it you can't chat without paying, or like you I wonder if it's like, or if you want to chat immediately, you can just pay and get around it. That's weird. You can also somehow have a lot of people that swiped on you, but seemingly you never match. And furthermore, nobody actually chats unless it's in the anonymous matchup one. Kind of weird. Had lots of potential, but def not worth your time for making friends or for dating. Wow, looks like it really is terrible. And we had to find that out by trying it out. And then reading the reviews. But obviously, I mean, like we learned this from trying it ourselves. Any thoughts, Greg?
So when it comes to the dating app thing, I didn't think it'd be scams, but generally speaking, my mindset is you've got the big three, and the only unless you're
Nigga,
like
fuck
double
the big
dipping.
three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, huh? Aw.
I was waiting for you to play the sound, but you didn't.
Do I have it? I just have that one. I don't have aw. And I have this one. But I don't have aw. I don't know why. I should.
Anyway, you got the big three.
Nigga, fuck the
And-
big three.
Bro, please. You've got
I
the
can't get past this. I can't get it out of my head.
you've got the main apps, okay, that are more than 2 but less than 4. And everybody's on those. So every other app, unless it's like specified for like autists like Boo or femcells, which don't exist, like Dualicious, you're getting like the scraps. And the other thing is, if you're getting the scraps, you're going to want to boost the user base because that looks bad. So that could lead to scammers and other things, etc. So
This
yeah,
one, they're supposed to verify your identity as soon as you use the app so that you don't get scammed. That's their whole marketing ploy. You no
I just
scams.
did it. I downloaded it, and it's the same shit they do on every other app. So if it's not working on those apps, I don't know why it would work on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Very good point. I would think that they would like say something about how their scanning process is different or something.
Yeah, it's just marketing mumbo jumbo.
Yeah. But yeah. So, I mean, it was kind of like we had more fun doing the Ashley and St. Clair stuff, honestly, than looking at this app. Kind of trash.
Yeah. But you too can avoid getting a broad like Ashley, what's her name? St. Clair. If you buy our course on how to avoid dumb broads with big noses. There
Coming
you go.
soon.
Real soon.
Coming soon to you. All right. Let's see what we got here. Anything else on your mind, Mr. Greg?
I was trying to think. I thought I had one thing in the back of my mind. Look both ways before you cross my mind.
Lesson learned. You was my first girlfriend. Bridges burn all across the board.
So funny. When I first heard that album, I was like, "Oh man, this is great." And then I like re-listened to it like a year or two ago, and I was like, "This sounds like shit, bro. What the fuck is this?"
Dude, I mean, like we went over the Super Bowl stuff, but like I was talking about it with my cousins, and you know, I was like, dude, like he seems like he wants to be so artistic, but it's really not. And then you have like these, I mean, I didn't really like point it out as blatantly as I should have, but like just like him wanting to like remix some of that music for the Super Bowl, and then having like other performers in there, like these like girls that are like, you know, giving their own like words that they're chanting and stuff. Like, I don't know. He's just trying to make it seem as black as possible, frankly. I mean, it's like, oh, wow, look at me. I can do it, guys, you know, but it just doesn't turn out to be good. It's like so corny, you know?
I mean, to be fair, I've never seen a good halftime show ever.
I wish we could react to it, but then we're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, they took down the video for a little bit, I thought too.
Really, you couldn't even watch it?
For a little bit, I thought I saw
Why
that.
wouldn't Kendrick just upload it himself?
I don't know, man. He's fucking stupid.
My
His name is
name
not
is
Retep.
Ken.
His name is Kendrick.
Yo,
That's why
I'm
he sucks.
seeing like a YouTube recommendation. It's like George Floyd in the Iron Man suit. It's like Operation Syrup Sandwich 2. That's what I'm being recommended here. I remember syrup sandwiches. Yo, I'm seeing this guy do NoFap Day 16 is what he's saying he's done. Okay, well, we need to see that. We need to see what he talks about here. Let's see if he's weird. Or let's see if he drops some real knowledge on us. Let's not be so judgmental. Okay, hold on. There we go.
What's up, guys? It's day 16. This is the second take because my cats were distracting me and I was just getting lost in thought. But yeah, as you can see, got a new.
What did they cut, bro?
I mean, it's more like refined than I had my hair, like right over about here, because I figured that would
Cut then if this is like a wolf cut. I don't understand. I thought it was like that, like shorter, but it just like sticks out more. I'm confused. Oh, Humvee says it would not be his own. The halftime is owned by the NFL. Well, I don't know. Maybe they have some sort of licensing thing where Kendrick can upload just that part. I mean, it's
Probably
his performance. I don't know. You know, it's like, oh my God, guys, it's like a music video or something. I don't know, man. But of course, you know, they do want to own that stuff. But either way, I mean, like they could have it to where it's like he uploads it on his YouTube as a thing of like advertisement, but like for them especially, and then they just like take the money from it or something, or they have some deal where they get like the pay and he doesn't. So I mean, you could see something like that maybe, or maybe even the NFL could upload it and say like basically Kendrick Lamar, like halftime show, that too. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to watch it on YouTube.
Why do we even have halftime shows? Who the fuck cares? Like,
It's
when has
supposed to be
anybody
part of
ever
the culture,
said?
I guess, but it's
When has anybody ever been, oh my God, I can't wait to see that halftime show for this game that I actually care about? Nobody cares about that shit unless you're a woman.
why is it like it was like Kendrick this year? I think it was like Rihanna last year, and then it was like Travis Scott one of the years, like years back. Like what's with all the like hip hop and like, you know, R&B stuff? Like why don't they just, I mean, I don't understand. Why isn't it like, you know,
Someone that doesn't suck? I don't
yeah.
know. Well, I
But
know.
I just mean
I know
culturally,
why.
like culturally, why is it so like you know?
You know why.
getting into it. Urges today, practically none, which a bit surprising, but not really because I haven't been fantasizing pretty much at all about anything remotely sexual, which was very prevalent in the first 2 weeks, but now it's like way more calm. And yeah, it's going good. It's going good. As for stuff I've noticed today, I'm obviously a bit more confident because of the haircut. I think that's natural for everybody. But yeah, so I want to get straight into the comments. I'm going to open up the tab.
Seems like the comment section is a bit short, but or at least, yeah, what is this? Subliminals, other stuff,
Oh, this is
comments part
9
2.
minutes. God
Okay.
damn.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's gonna get to. Hold on, let's
Great job on that.
get to whatever the subliminal stuff is.
And also says, I started listening to subliminals myself just recently. I would go back and forth, however, not as consistent as I would like. And to that, I
What is the subliminals? Like you listen to audio that's like, you will not fap. You will not fap. You have no urge to fap. You have no sexual thoughts.
Well, that wouldn't be subliminal, wouldn't it?
Let's see. I guess maybe it's like under music, like it's like Kendrick's like, ah, and then under that it's like never fap, never goon.
Never goon.
Humvee over here has some strong thoughts on this man.
Can we say that?
Like for me, my personal experience with some subliminal stuff
I don't know.
has been.
Do you agree with Humvee?
Nah. He just needs to get more sun.
True.
I think I got into them.
I mean, he's a young man. He wants better for his life. He's trying to do something that requires dedication. Though I don't know that this is the best outlet for that. I mean, like, it's one thing to be like, I don't want to make that a daily habit. It's another thing to be like, I never, ever, 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 ever need to, like, or want to even feel the need to desire touching myself. Like, I don't even want that in my mind that I desire that. That's even more different than just saying I don't want to do it, And yes. I don't know. I feel like, the people that say like the superpowers are exaggerated, they're probably right. Even though like, you will get like a testosterone boost, like about 3 weeks in will be like your max out as far as testosterone, like without, having done that. But from what I know, it like plateaus. And then pretty much you don't see, I think it starts to, if anything, not even be beneficial after like 3 months or something. But that's what I've heard about it before or read about it, but I need to look more into that, honestly. But I mean, honestly, just like, I can't imagine that it actually will make you feel like you're a superhero unless your hormones were like, in a problematic state to begin with. And this is just giving you that temporary boost, which I don't think would necessarily be long lasting, because this isn't even like, I'd imagine the most potent way of boosting testosterone. Like it would, necessarily have to do with the dietary habits. And if anything, like, daily habits as well, like how much sun you get and stuff.
What he said.
I still have to do that today. I still have to listen to my playlist. But
yeah, he's listening to a playlist. That's what he's saying the subliminals are.
I got into it a few years ago, and I was just almost at a time, and I had some because
whoa, bro's trying to get some A10s.
There was something about the aesthetic of certain eye colors that I really liked, and I tried doing that, and I think I did have results.
He's saying that he listened to something that gave him different eye colors. Let's see. Humvee's over here saying, nah, the way he explains it is that he would be the type that if he gets a wife, he would be okay if she fucked because he wouldn't need it. What? He would be okay if she fucked, like you mean like other guys, because he wouldn't need it? I mean, I think they're still interested in having sex with women, I believe. They just don't want to like touch themselves, which is like, even that is like better than just like, never like even wanting to fantasize or even think about or even like engage in any sort of activity with a woman. That's another thing of its own. That's weird, but as far as like only wanting to keep it for that, I can see that, even though it's like,
honestly, if you get married, you're gay. There's something wrong with you to want to have sex with a woman all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's something. I mean, even our not about the marriage part, but about the like intercourse part, our gym guy, he was talking one time about, he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'd do that outside of having children. I'm like, what? Like, really? I don't know.
So
man.
here's the thing. Here's the thing that really put it to bed for me, pun not intended. Basically, if you're like hormonally healthy, metabolically healthy, you're gonna have urges pretty regularly.
Yeah.
So if that's the natural state of somebody in a non detrimental state, then it wouldn't make sense to be that strict on that kind of thing to begin with.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, you're if you're expending the resources, even, it would mean that because you're already in that higher metabolic state, that you'd have the ability to replenish them anyway.
Right.
So it would mean that it isn't so detrimental to your health as people want to make it out to be.
And the thing is, it does seem like it's based Jesus, ideologically rather than in any kind of biological truth most of the time.
So, I mean, they want to bring up like, usually the ones that have like the science behind it, they're like, oh, well, prolactin raises after, you finish. But that's a very like short period and it goes right back down to baseline or whatever, was prior. That's like, there's a spike in it. And also, if you're better off as far as like your hormone profile, you would actually have less anyway. Even so, as far as like, how long that would even last for, basically meaning that like, it has to do with, how little prolactin you have as far as like, when you're ready to go again, basically like prolactin is just there during the refractory period.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah.
Oh, I could talk about this, I guess. This is a short thing. So I've been using a lot of ChatGPT, and it really helps me with all my autistic like questions that I just pop into my head every now and then. And after I saw that reel of the meth head guy, I started thinking about all the other times I saw like drugs and shit like that. And I started thinking, you've never seen Pulp Fiction, I assume, because you never watch anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You should watch it. But anyway, I don't know.
I'll
if
have to.
I
need a movie list. Like I need to build a movie list like of movies that I need to watch. Like Zarius, he got me to watch. I don't know if you've seen it, Step Brothers.
Yeah, a while ago. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. See, I just watched that with him like for the first time, and he loves the movie.
I used to be big into movies, and now I have the foresight to know what is depraved or not. So I could probably give you a list that wouldn't fuck with you.
I actually thought Step Brothers was good. I liked it too. Yeah, the ending was pretty funny. So
I don't remember what it was
during the movie, but the ending I just found like incredibly funny. I loved it. So yeah, it was a good movie.
If you want, I can make you a list if you want. But otherwise, anyway, there's a scene in Pulp Fiction where a character does a drug that you typically take up the nose, but that was not the drug in question. I don't know why I'm like dancing around it because we already said drugs names like all the time. Anyway, she was doing cocaine or what she thought was cocaine. And that's how I always perceived it, because when I first saw that movie, I was a wee lad. I didn't know the differences between the substances. But in the movie, she snorts what she thinks is cocaine. And I only found out the other day because I asked ChatGPT. She had an extreme reaction. She overdosed on it because it wasn't cocaine. She snorted like hard heroin. So then I was like, shit, I want to watch that movie again. And then I found this hack. Because I got locked out of Netflix.
On how to snort as much hard heroin as possible without dying.
Exactly. No. If anything, I already was already hard against any kind of downer type shit and any drug because I'm an upstanding citizen. I would never do that. But anyway, now, if anything, that scared the fuck out of me from anything related to heroin, even more than I already was. But anyway, I was trying to look for the movie because I was like, let me watch it again. I want to see what's going on there in case I missed it, because I totally did. They did make it very abundantly clear that it wasn't cocaine at the time. But anyway, I was trying to watch it on Netflix, and they probably wouldn't have had it anyway. But I got locked out of my family account because Netflix is doing this gay thing where if you're like, usually you can, and apparently they had a thing a while ago where they said, share your passwords. That's like a romantic thing. They made like a big deal about it. Now they're lashing out on that. And now if you, let's say, like your parents own a Netflix account and you're not in your parents' house, but you're connected to the account, usually that's fine. Like if you're in a different country, but you're still connected you're signed into the account, it's not a big deal. You're fine. But now you need to be within the same Wi-Fi access to actually access these things now. Yeah. So I got locked out of Netflix because I'm not paying for that shit. That shit's garbage. But I found out Pluto TV, if you use that, and they have like a bunch of movies and TV and shit like that, the only catch is, and they do it unedited too, which is even crazy because I thought they would use TV edits, but they use the actual unedited shit. The only catch is you have ads, but my browser has been for years heavily resistant to all anti-ad blocker shit because it's got a built-in ad blocker. So I'm basically just watching the movie with like a second of like lag in between where the ads would be. So I was basically just watching the movie, and it was fucking fantastic. I watched 2 Quentin Tarantino movies on there, Pulp Fiction, and the next day I watched Jackie Brown. which is very underrated, by the way. Highly
Steven-
recommend.
Steven personally, he would pirate those movies instead of paying for a subscription. I'm just saying that's what Steven would do.
I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to pay for it. It's Pluto TV. It's free.
Oh, is it?
You don't even have to sign in, which is crazy.
Oh, I didn't even know you didn't even have to do that.
No, I literally just Googled.
Okay, so you just have to watch ads and you can watch whatever like movie basically you want.
If you have the right browser, you don't even have to do that. Just look up the
I know,
movie if
but
they have
that's
it. You got it.
Wow. I didn't even know you could do that. Why
See,
would
it's
they-
weird too, because they have a sign-in option, but they didn't make me sign in, so I don't know what benefit would I get from signing in to begin with. I just Googled where can I
I was
watch
under the
Pulp
impression
Fiction.
that it wasn't necessarily like completely free.
No, it's completely free. I mean, they probably, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just the ads.
Wow, and you can just watch live TV as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I literally just Googled where do I watch Pulp Fiction, and I got a few options, and I went for the one that said free. I was like, okay, is it actually free? Am I gonna have to make an account or whatever? Because I was ready to do that because I really wanted to watch it. But I went to the website, and it just said play movie, and I was like, oh shit, we're good, we're balling.
Well, it looks like to watch live TV, they do want me to sign in with my email.
What are you gonna watch that's live that you'd actually care about anyway?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying if
Exactly.
I wanted to watch that, I could watch Terminator. Cool. So what movies, like, have you tried looking up that you haven't found, if any?
I was trying to find more Quentin Tarantino ones. They've got 3 of them. They got Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, and Django Unchained, which are all great too. So,
Okay.
what was I trying to find? I was trying to find, I think it was Reservoir Dogs, but I've already seen that. But I couldn't find that on there. So they don't have like a huge selection. It doesn't seem like they've got like decent enough. It's not like Netflix where they have like whole stretches where they have nothing that's actually recognizable or whatever. They've got a decent selection. I'm not sure if they switch it out at some point. I assume they do because it's probably contract based. But yeah, it's free.
Well,
it's pretty dope.
Here they have like trending channels. They have trending channels, and then there's like the movies next to them. So like, is it like those are movies on loop? Because it says on now. It's not like just something you turn on. I mean, so for the ones you were watching, yeah, but I'm sure. But like I see somewhere it's like live channels, like not like TV. It's like trending channels.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't look into that because I don't really give a shit about TV.
Okay, but it's not on the TV section.
It's the live section, you're saying?
Well, it's not on the live TV section. It's on their home section. I see it, and it says like TV channel. It doesn't say TV channels. It says trending channels, and then they have like movies on those, and it says on now. So I don't know if they just play the movies on loop, or what.
I guess it would be like regular TV where you have a movie and then they switch it out by time or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, because there's one that's like the King of Queens, and then okay, well, I'm sure they just play different episodes. But then if it's like something like Pulp Fiction, then what? They're playing a different Quentin Tarantino after that.
I'd imagine it's like an HBO thing where they just kind of cycle out movies throughout the day. Or like what it used to be with cable.
Okay. I mean, that's how I watched Rush Hour. Not on Pluto. I just mean like literally it was just on TV.
They probably censored the fuck out of it. That's the one downside. I don't know if they do that if it's like on a loop like that though, or on like a channel or whatnot. Because there's not really a reason to, because it's not like well, actually, I say that, but Hulu still fucking censors their shit, and that pisses me off. Because I don't even think Netflix does that, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my my discovery of the week, and well worth it.
You want to go back to the NoFap video? I don't think that kid was talking much about. I don't know how old he is. It didn't say kid like that, but he looks like a young man. He puts his current weight in there. He says current weight 58.6 kilograms. I don't know why he's throwing his weight in there. He doesn't look like is he trying to gain muscle? Maybe. There's somebody in the comments saying I was never into subliminals for height increase. And so this guy's talking about subliminals for his eyes. Somebody's talking about him for height. That's crazy. How could you be influenced mentally, like subconsciously, to grow or to like have a different eye color, like a different gene expression?
Let me tell you, if I could do that, I have glowing eyes.
I'd have a 10-inch cock.
I look like a Jaw in those edits where
Yeah.
his eyes are glowing and shit.
I'd grow to 7 feet.
But yeah, I'd imagine the only way I could see it making any sense, and I can only talk about the eye color thing. If the eye color thing is based on stress, then you could maybe psychologically trick your brain into fixing its cells or whatever, but that seems kind of like a stretch.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll try everything we can, guys. Until next time, I suppose, because I mean, that's all I have for today. I don't know about you, Greg.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we probably didn't miss much on that app anyway. Because everybody was fucking hammering that shit.
Yeah. Well, I might swipe on it a little and delete it eventually, like I did with the Chispa app. So,
Chispa.
sayonara, Chispa, sayonara, Duet. RIP Black History Month. Until next time, on the podcast.
Ever.
The podcast ever. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Dude, there was like a preset outro video. Whoops. Didn't mean to put that there. Okay. My name is Retep and I hate Nick.